I'm just going to show you a video of my very old Sebo Felix vacuum cleaner, and just a thank you to one of my best friends who sent me this lovely t-shirt, Keep Calm and Get the Sebo Out. So I'm just going to show you how to put together your Sebo Felix when you take it out of the box. And the power head itself is probably the heaviest part of the vacuum cleaner. And one of the advantages that I like about this power head is it has a 4 height manual setting that you can change the height of the brush roll. And the other advantage that I like about this is it has a press button release on the side that releases the 4 head brush roll. And as you can see from the brush roll, there are no beaters set on this brush roll, so it's pretty good for hard floors. It's really easy to push in. I just drop it in, turn to lock it in place, put the door back on, and that's the main floor head. Once you've got the floor head out of the box, you've also got the main unit of the Sebo Felix, which is this, and you just push it into the machine, slide in and lock, and there you've got the main body of the Felix. By pulling out this flap here, you can adjust the Sebo to 3 different heights on the handle. That's the top height, second height I think, and then the 3rd height. So you can do that as well with the Felix. It gives you that adjustability for comfort. You then have your 3-meter stretch hose that needs to be applied to the vacuum cleaner, and there's your main grab handle. To fit it onto the machine, you would just put it at the top and it locks into place, and then you curve it round the body of the machine, put it in place and lock it in to the side. Now since there's excess, you just push it up and lock, and that gives you your Sebo Felix in terms of assembly. Very simple to do, very quick to do, very easy to do.
Gosh, what a mess. Well, I don't usually have this kind of mess on my carpets, but you do get some households that have this.
How to open the dustbin, which is at the top. That just opens up such as that. Reveals the 3.5 meter dust bag with a very handy fold over seal. Take the dust bag out, and if you reach all the way in, you can pull out the motor filter. Now the motor filter that's been installed in here is a recently introduced charcoal filled filter. It's got a thicker section of charcoal in the bottom. It's not washable, but it is replaceable between, well, it depends on how many bags you get through. I tend to replace the charcoal filter either once a year or after 32 dust bags have been finished. But it depends really on the amount of pets that you have in your home. And all you do is go back into the main bin area, you push it in and align the design so it fits into place. It can only be put in one way, typically Sebo, which is fantastic. and it clicks into place at the bottom. Then the dust bag. It's not like a conventional upright vacuum where you have a cartridge that you slide the bag onto. Here you just drop the bag in. It's got alignment arrows to show you the partitions that they have to be slid into. Fold the bag over, the bag seal tongue, and it fits into place, and you just push the lid over. It's remarkably easy to use this vacuum to get around really difficult obstacles that you might find difficult using with a conventional upright vacuum that moves backwards and forwards. Have a look here if we go around the grand piano. You really get into many spaces without any damage incurred. Because the hose is located at the top, you do have to be really careful. It will fall back naturally because it's got a very light pivotal design to it. What I do like about the hose is it does have that ability to stretch, and it is well made. The brush roll will stop automatically if the hose is taken out by accident. So that's a really good idea. Insofar as the cleaning tools that you get a long crevice tool, which is standard with Sebo X series, so exactly the same. And then you also get the T-shaped upholstery tool, which has a stiff line of brushes that you can actually pull out either for cleaning or for use without the brushes put in place. And both tools store quite successfully on the front of the machine on the tool storer, like so. If, for example, you buy yourself the extension hose for the X series, this is a really good hose to have. Now, your option is you can actually put the extension hose onto the handle. And Sebo also sell a straight suction tube that you can use at the end of the other side of the extension hose, and that gives you extended reach when you're cleaning. Using it with the standard hose requires you to keep one hand on the handle of the vacuum and one hand on the handle of the main hose. You can still use it for general cleaning, but if you don't keep a handle on the hose, here's what will eventually happen. Use from the front though doesn't prevent such things from happening, but that's because I'm keeping one hand on the hose all the time when I'm cleaning. When it comes to using on hard floors, the Sebo Felix is remarkably agile, and a lot of people online seem to think it's really difficult to turn off the brush roll. We'll have a look. You can still clean in hard floors if you wish to with the brush roll switched on. Press the button, lightly with your control, and the brush roll switches off. Very easy to clean, very easy to get under worktops. On, off, on, off. Really simple. Generally, the Sebo Felix is an excellent upright vacuum for hard floors and carpets in general. And although this model can be converted to handheld using the carry handle and it weighs 4 kilograms, you must be willing to compromise on the sheer bulk.
In the UK, the Sebo Felix range starts off with the £219 white Vogue Shown, followed by the Rosal, the Blue Navy model and the Black Pets model. All models in the UK on the domestic market come with a 5-year guarantee. I don't work for Sebo, but certainly Sebo works for me.